Okay. Okay, everything is fine. This is fine. It's all fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Your house is broken into, but you were away. But it's fine. I can sort that out. I just need some supplies, and I can make sure that stupid rabbit won't get into anywhere ever again. I just need to find the things, and I need to clean my goddamn house, and then everything will be fine. It'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Just have a nice cup of coffee. It's fine. You doing alright, Bongo? I'll find you some food later. I'm sure we have something. Um, I don't need these right now. I'll look through all of those again later. But okay. I don't even know where to start. I think thankfully there was none in here. Honestly, I don't think there were. I imagine, I don't know if they even knew this used to be Cyrus's room or what, but I'm glad they left it alone. Even if I didn't really sleep at all, it at least gave me a place to sit and stew with my thoughts. I'll I don't even know what I want to do with this room. I already cleaned up the plushies and things. Ah. Huh. Okay. I just shouldn't be surprised by how fucked up these are, honestly. Did they change my list? Good. I haven't really had anything on there in a while. My Yeah, this stuff's all right. Note 4. I wonder what will happen when I die. I'm sure by now that's something you're waiting for, huh? I wonder how mad you must be. How much it infuriates you that a dumb little bunny is tormenting you. If I die and you're still here, I'll make sure to haunt you for the rest of your life. I know how to perform an exorcism. It's all there, just... I... You know it's not there because you ripped up his fucking journals. Okay. I'm missing note 3. Apparently. Just leave those on me for now because I need to cover everything up. Anything in here? Seems like she left the dining room alone, but never hurts a check. You looking to, Pavency? Good, good. Good to know that some of you were doing something, even though definitely didn't keep the vermin out. That's just the cold charm. Okay. You're still here, Dorothy? Okay. Of course. I I I can't even be bothered with these right now. I don't even care to read them. I don't care about her opinions or anything. It's all meaningless. The only mistake is you, Rose. Okay. Oh, God. I am still not doing great with my throat. Uh, Nothing some coffee can't fix. I honestly, although coffee isn't really a great thing. What does this one even say?
Everything seems normal. Um,
I'm gonna kill her. I am going.
hello? Hello?
What?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I'm, I'm sorry.
No.
Uh,
You're okay.
I'm so
Are
sorry, Silas. I didn't mean.
it's all right. I'd kind of guessed that you might be in a bit of a mess.
Yeah, you could
Can I come
say
in?
that. Yeah, yeah, of course. Please do.
Okay.
Can I get you some tea or anything?
I can take a little bit of tea. It's yeah.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Any preference on kind?
No. I think I'm good with whichever.
Um. Okay then. Um. Here you go. Um. Yeah.
Ah, thank you.
No problem.
Uh,
Um.
yeah. Um, how are you?
Terrible.
Yeah. Has anything been happening the past few weeks?
Uh. I a lot. Um.
I
Uh,
also noticed that your hair's changed a lot since the last time I saw you.
uh. Yeah. That's just a distress. Happened a lot back in Thornwood, but I at least had dye to cover it. Sorry. 1 second.
No, it's a. What was that? Did you have that there?
No. Um. A
What is
certain
a?
bunny broke
Oh,
into my
that's a
house.
rose.
Yeah, she came to visit after Soren died and thought that it would be
Hmm.
a great idea to give me his journals that were left to me in his will that she'd stolen, and then she ripped them to pieces so they were unrecognizable, and then she decided it would be a lovely idea to torment me over my best friend's death. And then when I was dealing with putting all of his belongings away and gathering them up, so she couldn't steal anything else, she broke into my house.
Ah,
Yeah,
and these are all
everything she
those.
left me. Uh huh. That's not even everything. I've not found it all yet. I'm still searching.
Can I read these?
Honestly, feel free. I'm just I'm I am beyond furious. I am really trying to cope, and it's not doing well. Ugh, they're not nice.
She's been living here?
I I was at Soren's, not the agency, the other one near where Elwyn and Alex are, for a few days. I haven't been sleeping, so I kind of passed out there for a little, went on a walk, tidied up all of his things, um, And whilst I was there, she decided to make herself at home. Uh,
Got
Slept in
it.
my bed, took photos of herself doing it. A lot of evidence, at the very least, so, that's something. Yeah,
How long
she.
has this been going on? This has just been ever since the tournament?
Yeah, she came here. Did you know she can talk?
I did learn that from Briar, yes.
Yeah, she came into my. She insisted on being let into my house so she could give me the journals and we could talk because I was curious. Okay, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I like to believe you don't have to
Mhm.
be defined by your past actions and you can be better and all this kind of stuff, redemption and all that bullshit. Um, so I was like, come, you can come inside if you must insist and tell me why you're like this. Why all I've heard about you is horrible things. And you know what she said?
What is it?
She enjoys making people suffer because it's funny to her.
Mm.
She finds it entertaining and thinks that the world is cruel because she has a dead sister and so she can make everyone else's life miserable and won't face consequences.
Well, she never seems to be ready to face her own consequences, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Have you
And
seen Briar as of recently?
uh, no, I, I've not been avoiding her. I just haven't been to visit. I just didn't really want to see her and
No, that's completely understandable. I was wondering because I'm pretty sure she had just returned as of yesterday
that
after expanding the border.
the what? Sorry, I've not
Oh,
been speaking. Oh wait, no wait. The
the
error.
barrier?
Yeah, Era mentioned something about trials and it
Yeah.
shrinking and going to kill us all, and then uh wishes or something. Um, I'm
Okay.
I'm glad that's sorted. That's good. Um,
Well, but yeah, I don't know how it happened, but Rose had somehow found her way into Briar's office again. And obviously, because it doesn't seem like Briar's liked Rose since she came here,
yeah,
Briar put a collar of sorts on her.
a a, a collar,
Yes. Yes.
like a dog collar.
Well, yeah, like a pet collar, but like the electric one.
I'm sorry. That's awful. That's awful. Um,
Yeah.
I hate to be that person.
Hmm.
It kind of feels deserved.
Oh no, it was. Because apparently, from what I could tell, apparently, whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
based on what was said, part of the reason why Rose is here in the first place is because of something that she stole.
Yeah,
And
that makes sense.
based on what Rose has said, she finds it crazy that she's being punished like that over some stupid rock or something along those lines as she phrased. So whatever it is, it has something to do with Briar, and Briar is not happy with Rose for that reason.
I mean, technically, everyone's reasons for being here is something to do with Briar. I guess it just depends how personal it is, but
Well, with Briar, it seems to be very personal.
I can only imagine. But I mean, if they went so far as putting a collar on them, then it must be something quite heinous, or at least that stone must have been very important.
It must have been, but like I was wondering how she had gotten there originally, but apparently it's because Rose had nearly drowned yesterday.
Huh. Strange.
Yeah. Apparently, Kelpie,
Thank you for
the
the raid. I'm
siren,
in the middle
has
of law,
learned
so I
that
can't
they
talk,
can
but thank you.
actually, do the thing that sirens do, and nearly drowned Rose as a result.
Oh. Huh. Is
Of
Kelpie okay?
course, Kelpie seems to be okay. Kelpie tried saving Rose from drowning, but ended up ruining their goggles in the process, which means they
Oh
can't see
dear.
for the time being. So Briar offered to fix them.
That's nice at least. Hopefully they can be fixed soon.
Yeah,
If
but
awful not being able to see.
yeah. Did you take your glasses off?
Oh, yeah. Um, I don't technically need them. Um,
Oh.
they're not more for aesthetics. I guess they're more reading glasses than anything. But
Oh, that's understandable.
yeah, they just kind of just help the letters on the page stop jumping around for me, I guess.
It's understandable.
Yeah, I don't need them, and I've been having a lot of headaches, and they can get kind of annoying to wear when you have a headache. So, um,
Yeah, I get it. Have you slept at all?
I passed out at Soren's for like a day, and might have passed out outside the clinic on my way home. But it's fine. The doctor checked me and walked me home. I just insomnia paired with everything else has kind of
Goodness. Okay.
really made it difficult. Um, yeah, you're actually first person to come visit other than Rose, so
Yeah,
it's not been a great run.
I haven't really how do I even say this? I wanted to, but I didn't know I wanted to give you space because you two seemed really close and
Yeah, no, I greatly appreciate that. I space is definitely probably what I needed, but it's also Rose, you
only
know?
good in moderation. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially with Rose doing all this.
Would have
Um,
been nice for someone else to visit before they did, but I don't really blame anyone for not. Um, I am kind of a shut in, so I didn't really expect anyone to in the first place, but you know, um,
yeah.
it's just a thing.
Are there more of these around the place? Still?
I I think I've covered down. I haven't checked the library yet, but I think I've covered down here, so I need to look upstairs.
I can help you if you'd like.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Um, they've. I mean, the most hidden one was behind the mirror in the living room, so I don't. Actually, did I check the library? I might have already checked in here the other day.
You might
Um,
have.
but upstairs, I kind of saw the picture. Oh, there's one in
Sir
here.
one?
Yeah. Extra lovely note. It's been nearly a month now, just like Siren. I guess he really isn't coming back. Um, yeah, uh, it's fine. Just add that to that. But yeah, upstairs, I kind of saw the note at my door, went to go to bed. Don't mind the mess in here.
Oh, no, I wouldn't judge you. My room is also just as much of a mess.
Yeah, it was a lot cleaner, but I was going through the books Soren left me, so I still got all my writing stuff out and things. But yeah, I came in here to rest, and there was just a picture above the bed of Rose sleeping in my bed. I'm gonna burn my sheets and get new ones.
That's completely understandable.
Yeah, this one here. Oh, you got it.
Join him in limbo, then you can see him forever.
Yeah, a lot of
Hmm.
death threats basically. Which I don't appreciate. There's one up there, I think. Ooh,
There you go.
I'm not used to my bunny slippers. 5. Why do I do this? Why do I bother with someone as insignificant like you? Honestly, I wonder that myself too. Maybe it's because he wrote about you a lot, or maybe it's because no one bothers doing anything with you. Who knows? All I know is that I'm having my fun since he's gone.
Well, if that's the case, I wonder if that still holds, especially with the whole collar deal.
Honestly, I don't. I mean, depends who's able to shock them with the collar. If it's just
Oh,
Briar,
Briar Briar can.
I think she'll take the opportunity whenever Briar's not around to cause as much trouble as possible.
Oh, well, I doubt that'll be happening today. I would say that Rose already has a lot on her plate as is.
Oh, she gotten herself in more trouble.
Well, she's suspected of having stolen something from Dragon, which is a construct I built for Briar.
Oh, I can't imagine that.
Uh, more specifically, a part of Dragon's hoard.
Oh yeah, I'm guessing it's based on a dragon, so stealing from its hoard probably is like the worst idea. Huh.
It is. But
Well, good luck to them.
Dragon gave her this task to figure out who stole the item by today. So Rose has to come back with results.
I see.
Or not even
Um,
results, but just who it is, and depending on whether or not she's lying, that'll be for Dragon to decide.
I see. I'm a bit confused. Found note 5 out there, but then I found note 9 behind here. I only had like 1 to 4
There's a book up
downstairs.
here.
Wait, let me read this note first.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Sometimes I do really wonder what she'd think, if she were still with me, that is. I doubt she'd approve of any of this, but it doesn't matter anymore. She's gone, just like Soren, and so I will continue to try and spin this game in my favor, even if it so badly wants me to lose. Do your worst, I will survive. I mean, surviving and living are quite different things. Sounds like she's gonna be in for
Yeah.
a lot of trouble.
It's named I Love You.
Just gonna prepare myself for this.
Oh, it's 7 pages long. Oh, wow. I guess Lucky
Yes,
does actually have Rose. Okay, here you go, here you go.
it's okay. I'll read it out, I guess. If she wasn't taking away from me, then maybe I wouldn't be like this. Maybe I wouldn't even be here. I'm sure you would have liked to have never met me, huh? Oh well. This is such a strange situation that we all find ourselves in. So many people trapped in some stupid town due to being part of the reason some sort of tragedy that happened here. I personally don't even know why I'm here. I can make an assumption as to what I did, but even then, that leaves so many options as to what it was. It's all the same to me. A job is a job, after all. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed what I've left you both in the notebooks and here around your lovely home. It was fun going through his things and writing these out for you. I'd love to see what you try to do. I'm honestly not even that strong. I'm just a silly little bunny, after all. Quite fragile, really. If we fought, I'd most definitely lose, but are you strong enough mentally to come and fight me? Or do you need your stupid, defective detective to fight? Whatever the case is, I don't have plans to fight you at the moment, but if you really want to, then you're welcome to try. Would make living here a bit more
Mm.
interesting. It has gotten a little boring around here since he died, but I've had to go and cause my own problems for some fun. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope no one else ever bothers to try and get close to you again. I didn't entirely seem like he wanted to get too close with you anyway. Then again, mistakes are perfect for each other, so who knows? From your favorite little bunny, Rose Nix.
Okay.
skin her alive.
Yeah, that would be perfectly valid.
Yeah, I don't know where even to start with other notes. Did they? I don't know if she would have put them in drawers or anything. I have no clue. Um, okay, how many? 1, 2, 4. We have 5. And where are the others?
hmm. Oh, didn't mean to
Unless
do
she
that.
just wrote some and didn't leave them. I mean, I haven't checked outside.
It could be outside.
I mean, I do have a whole tower, but I don't see why she'd do the effort. I did check in here, but I didn't check the stalls. Um, I don't see anything.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything up here.
Maybe I missed something in the greenhouse? I don't even know. Maybe she just numbered them wrong to freak me out or something. It seems like a Rose thing to do.
Definitely is, since I've had to deal with her stalking me ever since the tournament ended.
Really? Does she not know when to quit?
I would say no.
Second Soren's gone, she just decides to make herself everyone else's problem. No wonder he hated her so much.
In here, maybe?
Yeah, there was one above the... Ah,
There it is.
number is
See if there's
this?
anyone
6.
else.
There's one above the door in here, and I guess this as well. Can't imagine any would be on the roof. My view on the world, as you know, doesn't make any sense, but that doesn't matter to me. The world took something away from me, and so I will take things away from it in return. I really don't care what happens to me in the end. As long as I have my fun, nothing else matters.
It seems to constantly be about surviving and having fun and putting everybody else down, it seems.
Ah, she talks so much about having fun. I think this is just some elaborate defense mechanism.
Oh, it definitely is.
Such a sad little miserable life. And she has to make it everyone else's problem. Is there any more in the
Okay,
fireplace?
so 8, 3, 7, and 8.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a 10th, but at the very least. It's a few more, and I think we've got most of the paper. Already checked in. Oh, missed one in here.
Okay, so it seems to be
Yeah,
that
this is number
being
8.
near doorways is one.
Sitting around your home or writing all of these has been quite relaxing. Makes me wish I grew up in a home like this. Oh well. I can't just steal a whole building now, can I? Though the agency is vacant now. Anyway, I got a few more things to write down for you. There's a stupid little heart at the end.
Hmm.
You know, when I met the doctor, I asked them about setting up a blood drive.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I think that would be useful. We got at least one vampire here. You need blood for transfusions and surgeries and all that stuff.
Oh, there's one right here
Oh, I must have missed that. I
on the table.
might see if Era's willing to give me some of that to make some blood runes, and then I can stop Rose from entering anywhere. And that would be great! And I never
That
have to
is
deal
true. I
of
did
breaking
also
into my
have to make my
house.
security more obvious because they did trespass into my house a few days ago.
I I am gonna write such a great gazette. It's gonna be wonderful.
I look forward to reading it.
It's gonna be wonderful. And then everyone can know what a horrible person Rose is. I wish I would have grabbed some of his case files too. Maybe I could have messed with more. Then again, do you truly have them all? I could be holding on to more of his memory, more of him, just out of your reach. God, wouldn't that be so funny? Probably is. There's at least one book unaccounted for.
What do we have so far? Isn't there like another
I
one? So
I think
3, 4,
that's
5,
everything.
6, 7. What about number 7?
Oh, right. Okay. Um
So we found
um
that one.
I've already checked the pantry. Check again.
Not
No.
right above the door.
No, it's just the cooling charm that keeps the food fresh. Um you already checked the library again. I didn't see any in the spare room, but maybe I missed something. Hmm. No. This is the one room they didn't leave anything in. Anything in there?
I'm not seeing anything, no.
It's just annoying.
That's completely understandable.
I I'm sorry you have to see me like this. I'm really not at my best right now.
Well, people always think they know everything about a person until they see a side of them they're not used to.
I
So I'm not
guess.
bothered.
That's good at least. I don't
I
know.
mean, compared to Rose, who sleeps on benches all the time.
Yeah, she's homeless apparently. Though honestly, I'm not sure if she is or is just hiding her whereabouts so people don't, hunt her down.
Well, she seems to be generally afraid of people knowing anything. I taunted her once with information I'd found, and she
No.
was not happy.
Oh, I know about her sister. No, that they didn't have a loving family. I don't know if they were kicked out or abandoned or just orphans from the start, but
Second floor? Did we look through everything?
um maybe I missed something in the potion room? Hmm. No, I don't see anything. And I checked the rafters. Um hmm. Loki hoping there wasn't one on the wall that I destroyed.
I'm trying to trying to see where all of the possible glass item frames are. Which there seems to be one, two,
Loki doesn't even know.
3, 4, 5,
I know
6,
I have one with the flint and
7.
steel in downstairs.
There's 7 of them around the house based on the
Um,
entity rate like rendering. So
okay.
just don't know where specifically.
Is there... No, it's not one in
Use
here.
bird vision. Okay, so that's that one, so that's not it.
um. Oh.
Ups. Okay, so it's on this floor.
J. Oh, found it. Thank you, mysterious voice.
Oh, did you find it?
Yeah, it was in my
Okay.
room on the rafter.
Ah,
No,
okay.
7. I honestly hope he doesn't come back. All your current memories of him are all that you have left now. If only I could steal those too. Take away the last bit of hope you had for this place. Leave you lonely, suffering alone. It's quite funny that no one else cares about you. Well, that's all of them.
Hmm. Yeah.
That
Just
is all of them. Yep.
okay.
Yep.
You
Um.
know, Briar would love to read all of these.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna show Briar. I'm gonna show Briar. I've already partly drafted the next Gazette. Um. That talks about all of this in brief and their other crimes. I might even add the bit about them stalking people because they keep doing that. So many people.
Yeah, they made it. Like when they first started stalking me, they'd said that they decided to start like stalking me or whatever because they were bored and no one was around because everybody was either mourning Soren's death or
Mm.
just elsewhere, and said that it was boring because they wanted to quote unquote people watch.
Yep, they seem to just like to watch whatever ends up happening, whatever chaos or shenanigans people get up to.
I was gonna say they're happily fine with just being a creep, but that
Yeah, that
also
too.
works.
Yeah, I mean they broke into my house.
They slept in your bed.
Uh huh. I I
Mm.
can't even imagine everything else that they could have done here. I feel disgusting. My house feels disgusting. I need to clean every inch of it, and I I'm I don't usually get this angry about stuff, but this is just a lot. This is just a
Well, I
lot.
would s- I would say it's called for.
Yeah,
You've been through a lot.
I, I Soren and I realistically we hadn't known each other all that long, but I've not really had many friends in my life, so
Hmm.
it meant a lot. And I've never lost anyone before. Um, no one that I knew well enough to really care
Yeah.
about. So, um, yeah,
Well,
yeah,
Dwell, I don't know if it's any consolation, but based on the interactions I'd had with Soren, I would say that Soren definitely cared about you. Perhaps he just didn't want to admit it.
you really think so?
Of course. I mean, he might have not wanted to admit it because, somewhat similar to Rose, she hates the idea of admitting any kind of weakness or attachment. So in this case,
Yeah,
it might have been considering what Rose has been doing to you, Soren might have not wanted to risk being any closer to you.
always making himself the martyr, huh?
It always seems to be that he was very much of the belief that anybody who got close to him just got hurt inevitably, based on what I recall. So,
Yeah, it's the whole reason he fought with Elwyn in the first place. I think it made them angry that he seemed to make an exception for me. I don't really know why.
I think Elwyn's just fine, but I would say that if anything, you just happened to be the one in a million that got through the cracks.
I no idea why. But yeah,
Well, everybody likes to deny themselves any kind of relationships, but we end up yearning for it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think all creatures are. Everyone wants a companion in some sense or the other. It's not
Yeah.
nice being lonely. Um, how have you been doing though?
Oh, I've been okay, just kind of getting some stuff done. I'm also tired. I haven't really slept
Yeah.
great at all, but it's been all right, especially since I was kind of trying to busy myself after Soren died, making a tribute to him and everything.
Oh, well, that's very sweet. Um,
Yeah.
I've just been, I guess, busy trying to get all of his stuff in order. Yeah, he left a will, um, which is why I have all of his books and everything. I gave the, I don't know if you've met the little construct dog, um,
I've been
but
around them when they were around.
yeah, they're very sweet. I gave them the will to deliver to Alex and Elwyn because they were also mentioned, but I don't know if they've got it. And when I was over there, I didn't see either of them around. I didn't
I'd
really go
seen
looking, but
Alex recently. I
oh
could, if I ever see him again, I could try and ask, but
yeah. I mean, I think his belongings were left to them technically, but everything was just a mess in his home. So I picked it up. I did leave them a note in case they wanted anything, but
I do know that Rose had apparently already been trifling through Soren's belongings even then at that house,
yeah,
so
there wasn't really much of no, just his pets and a few random trinkets. All of his important stuff had been left in the agency. So
hmm. Well, I mean, how you said it was his notebooks that Rose had messed with? Or
yeah, they're um I um let me just have a
like
look
how
at all of
badly are we
this.
talking? Because aren't those like records or whatever of his work since coming here?
Have a look. They're at the top.
Oh,
300 pages and some
I'll
parts
just look
are
through. I'll just look through
there.
the first one.
Yeah, some words have just been blotched out, some pages completely ripped. He had notes about all the new people he was initially stuck with, the people who were here before him who he'd met, and my page was completely ripped, apart from my name, and basically any mention of me in the book was cut out. I
Hmm.
have reason to believe he knew Rose could talk as well, but it might just be a guess. The wording isn't clear, and again, it's all kind of distorted. But
To be honest, it seems to me that
oh,
didn't mean to throw it out. It seems to me that Rose definitely has a lot of secrets that she doesn't want anybody knowing.
I mean, if she's not even willing to talk to most people, I can only imagine what else she's hiding. It,
Well, if she doesn't want people to know or go looking through her business, she should be doing a better job of not getting on people's bad side, maybe?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I I can't really say what effects me exposing all the things that she's been doing will have in the paper, but it'll definitely make people look at her differently, I guess. And from what she's been doing to everybody already, I just can't. I really wanted to understand, to
Mm.
figure out why someone would do all the things I'd heard from her, put Kelpie in more debt, stalk Soren, break into people's houses without asking, or everything. And I get having a hard life, and I get it, but I don't
Mhm.
get this. I don't get going after all these people, just picking somebody and deciding it would be fun to make them hurt. There's so few people in this town, and none of us are perfect. I don't even know if I can say we're all good people, but we're all people. And I think
Mhm.
everyone deserves a modicum of decency.
It helps understand, but not to justify.
No, and I can justify a lot. I write fiction books for a living. I can justify a lot, but I can't justify cruelty without cause. At least Briar has reason for why we're all here, for why they hate Rose. We've all done something to upset her. Like, even if it's morally dubious, I can at least understand why. But Rose, nobody's done anything to her. Everything that's been done to her has been directly in response to her own actions. And then she acts like the victim. Like everyone else is the problem but her, and I don't know if she's just delusional, has the biggest victim complex in the world, or is just so set on thinking people deserve to suffer. I
A
just don't even
coward,
know.
I would say.
It's pure cowardice. I can't wrap my head around how somebody could end up like that. I get some people are just horrible, but I don't know.
From what I can tell, Rose doesn't care who she steps on as long as it means she survives, I guess. But she hates the idea of being put at blame for anything because that means having to face consequences.
With everyone she's pissing off, I don't think she's got much hope of surviving. Like, I know she fought in that tournament, and I know she's claimed that she's a fragile little bunny. But some of the people here are insane. Like not like in a mental way, just in a strength kind of way.
They're powerful, yeah.
There's so many people with like magical capabilities or just basic feats of strength. Like Con took a knife to the abs and it bounced right off.
Yeah, I talked to him about that.
That's insane to me. I don't.
You were there to see it?
I wasn't there. Soren told me about it before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so yeah, I remember Soren talking about that before.
there are so many people here who could just end them in an instant, and the only reason no one is doing that is because we have decency. It's because even though some people here are murderers or like I don't know, violent criminals or whatever. I don't know everybody's story. They at least
Yeah.
have decency. And that's not gonna last forever.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Well, I would say it's kind of catching up to her since the whole collar thing. She definitely didn't seem happy to have that put on her. Um,
If it makes her start
so sh
behaving, then honestly, I'm all for it at this point. I'm so done with that stupid rabbit.
have you seen the graveyard?
No, I didn't actually know there was one. Um,
Oh no, don't worry. I don't think anybody does. I just remember coming upon it a while back. I thought you'd want to know because there is an actual grave for Soren there.
yeah, yeah, I appreciate that. I'll definitely have to go and see it. Um, at some point.
Yeah.
I I wish knew what favorite flower he had, but I don't think he had any. We had a whole
Well,
conversation about it.
symbolism's important, so
That's true. I mean, he had a friend who liked lilies of the valleys, but I'm not sure if that was a positive relationship or not by the end of it. So, um, I'll
hmm,
see if I can find something, I guess.
alright.
Hopefully Rose hasn't defaced that too. Um,
No, I don't think she would have been able to get away with that. I feel like that's just supposed to be an official record of everybody's deaths, but
I think Briar would mind if I blood warded her out of the graveyard.
you could do that. That could work.
I mean, his only bad thing of blood runes is getting the blood, but if I get the blood, then it's really easy. And honestly, I think the less places she can break into, the better at this point.
That would be a good idea. I remember taking photos of the agency when I saw that the window was broken, which I got her to admit that she did. So,
Yeah. Actually, do I? Yeah, in here, there's a picture. I said to her, after she gave me those journals to not touch any of his stuff anymore, or I don't even know. And then she left that on my doorstep like an hour later, maybe.
so childishly petty.
Yeah, and when I got there to check, the fire was gone and Rose was nowhere to be seen. And then when I went to check there on when Soren should have come back, and obviously he didn't, she'd placed bottles everywhere again, just trying to make him seem. I know he liked to drink, and I
Yeah.
know it could have been a problem, but just leaving the glass bottle. Most of them he stole. Most of them he didn't even drink. Just disparaging the dead, and I just.
She doesn't really have any respect for anybody, which is hilarious considering she seems to be sowing a few seeds of trust with very few people.
Yeah, it's hilarious considering she has a dead sister, and I don't think she'd appreciate someone doing this to her in regards to them. The only difference is none of us know her sister. Brian might, but
Briar most likely does. But she
yeah.
has been growing close to Misty.
Oh, I don't believe I've met them. She's the librarian, right?
Yes, it seems the two of them understand each other.
I not really sure what to make of that. Honestly, on one hand, I'm worried for Misty's safety. On the other, I'm concerned that she'd give Rose a chance, unless she's just completely unaware of all of this.
She seems fairly paranoid, but also, like I said, some people just yearn to have that kind of trust with people that they think are trustworthy.
Yeah,
So
I guess when you can relate to somebody on a level, you cling on to that.
you kind of you're willing to set aside some things.
Yeah, I I can understand that. I don't think it's a good idea where Rose is concerned, but I can understand. I just hope it doesn't hurt Misty in the end.
I would try my best to make sure that doesn't happen, but at the same time, I'm not going to control Misty's actions. If she makes a
Yeah.
choice, then that's her choice.
Yeah, if something happens, I guess you can just hope Misty says something. I mean,
I wasn't really happy about after the event was over, the whatever it was, the trials thing in order to expand the borders because I tried talking to her about why they broke into my house and looked through my stuff. And
Oh,
apparently, she said that they had a quote unquote good reason to do so, but never explained anything else beyond that.
I can't even imagine. I doubt they broke in here. I don't know what time frame this was, but either
I
I
would
would have been
hope that they
home,
didn't, because
either
I'll be honest. Go ahead.
sorry, either it would have been when I was home and I would have seen them, or it would have been when Rose left those notes, and I don't know if they'd want Misty to see those. Wouldn't paint a great picture of them.
Yeah, but if I were to recall, I don't know, it's just it seems to me that Misty's just been apparently from Misty's perspective, there's no need to worry about whether or not what they're doing is wrong because there's no laws here, which I've been working on to get in place, but I've also been busy with other things. I have
That's
like
very
3 other
fair.
jobs.
Oh. Well, I don't know much about laws, but if you ever need help writing things down, I'm more than happy to lend a hand. I
I
don't
would
really have much
greatly
to do over the
appreciate
Gazette.
it.
Yeah,
I
of
think it's just
course.
I find the mentality stupid because you can be as confident as you want about committing wrongdoing to
Mm-hmm.
others and saying that there isn't anything wrong with it because there's no laws, but
Mm.
that also means there's no laws keeping people from meting out their own justice.
Yeah, I mean, if we're just running with the there are no laws and anyone can do anything and it doesn't matter, laws are just there to hold people responsible, and I guess enforcement is sort of just there so eye for an eye doesn't be taken too far. Puts a third party in between it. But we don't have any of that here. I guess you're technically oh, you and the constructs maybe technically the closest thing to any sort of enforcement we have.
From what I know of, we are. I believe Soren had, like, tried to ask because I think he may have liked the idea of also being an enforcer just because he's the detective, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's that's very fair. But yeah, any help or anything you need with stuff, I've offered it to Briar, I offered it to you. I'm don't do much, so
I'd say you're doing a lot. You do the paper.
I'm trying. I mean, I second article is in the works, but I kind of have to hear about things to write about them, and like I said, I'm a bit of a
You
shut
have to
in.
hope that things go around, yeah.
You have to hope people tell me things, and I don't get a lot of visitors. I should check the news outlet to see if anyone's dropped anything by, but I don't think anyone has.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna mention that in the next article, so maybe if anyone has more newsworthy stuff, I can put it. And you know, if you ever have anything you feel like needs to be highlighted, I mean, you are the representative. I'd be happy to put something out there.
I'm sure if I ever feel that there's a need, I will.
Good, good. I'm glad. And just
See, exhaustion catching up to you.
yeah, yeah. I'm everything here has just been kind of one thing after another for quite a while, and never really seems to be an end. Yeah, it would just be nice for there to be some kind of break, but I don't think we're really gonna get anything like that anytime soon. Um,
I think you might. I'd say the tides might turn in your favor.
we can only hope, really, but I guess that's partly why I've been such a shut in. I mean, at least I'm not the only one. I know a lot of people have kind of closed themselves off or disappeared. I mean, I've not seen Bellamy since I got here. I've yet to meet Cricket's brother. Um,
Skirab did come back.
oh, really? Where even was
Apparent
he?
Apparently, he'd been in a cave gambling with goblins for what he thought was 3 weeks,
Oh my goodness.
but was 4 months. So, uh, yeah.
That I thought I had a bad concept of time. My god.
I thought I did, but nope. Gambling for 4 whole months.
Did he at least win anything?
He showed the bag that he kept all of the riches in. I think he's still the richest person.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
The amount
Yeah.
of stuff that kobold has is insane.
I can only imagine. Um, but yeah.
I
Eh,
would say that you might be able to have the day today to have peace. I would say that with everything Rose has going on today, I'd say she'd be too busy to bother you.
that's good. Yeah. I mean, I hope whatever happens goes well for Dragon, at least.
I hope so too. We still haven't heard anything or been shown any progress about figuring out who did it. So it's kind of just leading us to believe that it is Rose, but
I
we'll
mean,
see what kind of crap story Rose comes up with, I guess.
I mean, everything she says is a lie. So honestly,
It
I'm
usually is, yes.
if there's no evidence to anyone else, then she is the most likely culprit. Honestly, she'd probably get in less trouble if she would just admit it.
But we talked about that cowardice.
Yep, it's one of those. It's something my father used to do. If he never admitted he was in the wrong, then it meant he was never in the wrong. I feel like that's sort of a mentality that Rose has adopted as well. But that's not how life works. People will still hold you accountable for your actions, even if you refuse to acknowledge them.
Rose is too prideful to admit anything.
Well, I better hope her rabbit's feet are as lucky as they're supposed to be.
Well, I would hope that maybe you've gotten to calm down a little bit after being able to get all that put together.
Yeah, I have a nasty headache, but I'm happy to have all this stuff gathered up, at least. I'm probably going to just rage write my articles and then spend the next however many days rewording it so they are more professional and less angry. Um,
Yeah.
and also getting new bed sheets, maybe a new bed entirely. Honestly, um,
That would also be a good idea.
yeah, I like I said, my house feels disgusting knowing that she's been roaming around here. My
You've got to
pets all
bleach
seem
the
fine.
entire place.
Seriously, I Bongo, do you want to like burn all the bacteria away? Maybe this is
I mean,
Soren's dog.
oh, well, I don't think they're denying it, so.
No, you were warmed by the fire, you cutie. Aw. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna clean everything as much as I can and try and take my mind off of this. If you ever need blood runes yourself though, do let me know. So I'm gonna
Oh,
get that set
I'll look
up.
into it.
Yeah, I don't usually talk about it, but I know a lot about blood magic, I guess. Um, so yeah,
Well, I would say between the two of us, I would say there's only enough room for me to be having the sleep deprivation issues, so maybe you should sleep before you do all of that.
I I can try. I You're right. I definitely do need some proper rest. It just hard. I feel like every time I close my eyes, I just see him.
Well, I'd say at the very least that means you're proving him wrong and that there are people that want to remember him then.
Yeah, he told me to forget him, but that I don't
That's your
think
choice to make.
I don't think I could, even if I tried. But yeah, thank you for helping me. I don't know if I would have been able to find all of these without a second pair of eyes.
Well, that's usually all it takes sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. Um, I sorry, I think the tiredness is catching up with me.
I think you should maybe sit down or go and. Well, I don't think you'd want to lay in your bed considering Rose laid in that. Maybe just
I
sit
I have a
somewhere
spare room,
comfortable.
at least. I
Okay.
don't. I mean, there's no evidence that she went in there, really, other than the note outside saying she wished I wouldn't wake up. So,
Well,
yeah.
I will be sure to check on you at a later time to make sure that doesn't happen.
Thank you. I do really appreciate that. Seriously. Um,
We might have not been able to interact much, but I did always think you were a good one.
well, thank you. That's very sweet. Yeah,
Yeah, so I wasn't
yeah.
happy to find out that Rose was messing with you. I wasn't happy about that, especially considering I already wasn't happy about Rose burning down Val's hemlock back in Thornwood. So,
She what?
yeah, I was going to mention it before, but I got a bit distracted. Yeah, apparently Rose accidentally burned down the hemlock back in Thornwood because
Um,
she was trying to cook a grilled cheese or whatever it is that she was
how do
trying to
you
make.
burn a fucking grilled
I
cheese?
don't I don't know. But even when everybody's tried talking about it, she just tried to, as usual, absolve herself of blame and point fingers at everyone else who stayed at the Hemlock because they didn't teach her anything, as she
It,
put it.
it's not anyone else's responsibility to teach her how to cook. Why was she even? I know Val's been here, but why was she trying to cook in the hemlock? That's not her place.
Apparently, they'd been staying there with Val for a bit, I
Ah,
think. Roommates of sorts, I guess.
I suppose, but how a grilled cheese?
Grilled cheese, I'm pretty sure.
What is it with people here and not knowing how to cook?
Well, for me, it's baking, but I don't know about anybody else not being
I
capable of cooking.
I'm not great at it, but Soren couldn't cook. Alex can't cook. Rose can't cook. Why are so many people incapable of cooking
Was
basic
everybody
meals?
relying on like the restaurants and like
No, Soren was
agriculture to
growing
live
potatoes in his garden, and then
and
just
just eating those raw?
I watched him just grab a full cooked steak with his hands and just bite it. Just
I mean,
he
that's one
would
way to get your nutrition for the day, I guess.
yeah, I don't even know. I we need like a chef here or something. We have a baker. Somebody's got
I
to do like
remember
cooking lessons or
there
something.
is that, though I did remember finding it concerning that Soren ate chocolate, although being allergic, from what I recall.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't seem to be like allergic to the point that it's fatal, but like making his mouth tingly isn't a great positive
Likes the
thing.
way that it's spicy and tingles when it goes down his I don't even like wording it like that. It feels weird to describe liking chocolate because it does I don't know. Like alcohol, that makes sense because it's alcohol, but
Yeah.
chocolate?
Yeah, alcohol is supposed to tingle and burn. Chocolate, that. I mean, I guess if you've never been told it wasn't meant to tingle, then I can get it, but he he likes that it burns. he liked that it burns.
I've come like after talking with him a decent amount of times, I've just come to the conclusion that he has to be some kind of masochist.
I I don't know if I'd go that far, but
Well, not like extremely in that direction, but just the
no,
general
no,
likes the
yeah.
pain.
Yeah, needs to feel something. Ah,
Just God, I guess when you haven't felt anything in so long, I guess the only way to feel is by eating food you're allergic to, I guess.
oh god. I miss him.
Well, I'm sure he misses you, though I doubt he'd ever want to admit it, because that means admitting attachment. And considering Rose's method of attacking you because you're close to him, I feel like it makes sense that Soren probably didn't want anybody knowing or seeing you two being any closer than that.
Yeah, he had a big thing about people he got close to getting hurt, and I can understand the worry, but I said it to him in reference to his relationship with Elwyn. Distancing yourself from people isn't going to protect them, it just removes you from fault of what happens to them.
And even then, that still makes it hurt more.
Yeah, you can't just stop caring about people because you're worried something might happen. At least if you care, you can be there to do something or support them. And
Or
I
better
wanted,
yet, trying to decide for them that they shouldn't care about you.
yeah, and I think it was different since Elwyn is the only person not meant to be here. So to him, it was
Yeah.
a sinless person who didn't need to be burdened by his sins. But I have reason for being here, and yeah.
And you choose to still care anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad about what I did. It wasn't. The Times wanted an article about this place, and I don't know if my boss just wanted a negative story or if the troopers were influencing him because I know Gardenfell wasn't really a
The troopers?
the Gardenfell troopers. I don't know a lot about them, but I they were something. I think I don't know. I
For wait,
think
for here or for
Blackmire.
Thornwood?
No, not Gardenfell. Fawnwood. Sorry.
No, you're okay.
I'm getting the
You're
times.
right.
Blackmire mentioned them in passing as well. I think he worked with them at some point or something. I don't know, but I don't know. But my boss wanted a negative story about Gardenfell, and I didn't write anything that wasn't true. I didn't even get the information to put in the article. A different journalist was supposed to write it, and then they got sick, and so it was dumped on me. But didn't really help the reputation here. So yeah,
Yeah, I know what brought me here as well, though I don't feel guilty for it necessarily. But I understand where Briar's coming from.
yeah. Every action has a reaction kind of thing,
I
and
was, I was waiting for you to say something else, but yeah.
I'm gonna be real, I forgot what the quote was and I couldn't think of how to word it, so
My brain went immediately Hamilton and went every action has an equal and opposite
yeah.
reaction.
I couldn't remember the word equal,
No, you're good.
but I had Thomas Jefferson was in my head.
Yeah,
Just staring at me. Um
just looking at you.
Menacingly. Uh but no, every action can have a effect on something without people knowing it. And I get the feeling a lot of people's reasons for being here or something like that. I guess I just got lucky in that mine was a direct link to here and I had never been here. So it was the only thing that made sense. And I mean, if it wasn't my job, I wouldn't have written the article. It wasn't a personal thing. I've apologized to Briar about it already. I just need to put money on the bank account and food on my table, you know? But and I still feel bad about
That
it.
probably that probably could be said for a few others, but I guess in this situation it's like a knot is still a knot no matter how much you tie it or how
Yeah.
differently you weave it. To Briar, we're all guilty.
Yeah, and I can understand that. I mean, at least I don't know how to put it. I don't think lenient is the right word, but
With like us.
yeah. Well, she said to me that people who, not everyone is going to die here. That's not what she wants. She said some people are beyond redemption in her eyes and are probably going to face the worst of things, but that some of us, people who actions were minor or genuinely feel bad for what they did, or maybe even have some bigger justification for it, will be fine. And even though what I did had a not a global effect, but a more far-reaching effect since it was the news.
And it affected people wanting to come here at all.
Yeah, the reputation on a whole. She's been nice to me in a way that I don't think she is to others, and I don't see a reason um other than,
Well,
what I did. I mean, it's not mediocre, but on the scale, if there is one.
well, I would say that Briar's made herself out to be the judge, jury, and executioner. So to
That is
her, she
definitely
gets to decide
true.
how she treats everybody here.
Yeah, I get the feeling Rose is near the top of whatever list she has. From the sounds of
I
it, Rose stole.
wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, Rose probably stole something, sold it for a quick buck, and it had a bigger impact than she could have imagined. Seems like her being as short sighted as she is.
I still don't understand her. Like, you're a thief, and then you steal things you assumed are valuable,
Mm.
and then just, I guess, once you realize there's not any monetary value, you just throw it out?
I mean, I know if some sort of stone you said she was talking about?
That seemed to be the thing that Briar was yelling at her over, and apparently I tried talking to Rose about it after Briar left, and
Hmm.
to in Rose's eyes, Rose is just of the belief that it was just a stupid stone.
I mean, if they took it, it must have been more than just a rock, probably some sort of gemstone or at least
Possibly.
shiny. But there's almost too many things that could have made it important, even could have just been some sort of heirloom. But it,
I'd never seen Briar show disdain for someone so immediately upon them coming to this place.
wow.
So it's like makes me think that whatever it is Rose did, it was definitely important.
I can only imagine. Now that you mention it, I don't actually think I've seen Briar interact with people a lot. Most of my discussions with her have been one-on-one sort of things.
Well, it's usually the same with me, though. Sometimes it's like the two of us walking together or talking, or usually our meetings end up being when people are already around. I mean, that's how I met Soren for the first time,
Yeah,
to an
yeah.
extent, at least officially.
Mm. Yeah, I can't really speak on what she's like with others, but I mean, if she has the capability of being nice, and if she's not being at least somewhat pleasant to people, then there has to be a wider reason in my mind. So, seeing how awful Rose is, yeah, it checks out, honestly.
Yeah, just makes me worried about what she could potentially be dragging Misty into, aside from apparently hating Kelpie now because of the whole drowning thing, even though that wasn't even intentional. That was just a really
Yeah.
bad accident.
Uh,
But I guess that's another relationship down the drain for her.
yeah, I mean, Kelpie was very, very sweet from interactions I had, and they seemed to be very forgiving of Rose. I can only imagine how they feel about almost drowning them.
I felt really bad. Kelpie was apologizing the entire time and
Yeah,
offering to give Rose a bunch of stuff to make up for it, but Rose just kept on
poor
turning away
thing.
and distancing.
It must be even worse thinking that you're incapable of doing something your species is known for and then discovering it in such a way. I've read stories about sirens and a bunch of things and drownings, but stuff like that is harrowing, honestly.
Yeah, from what I remember, I know that I said that she could try well, they could try looking for somebody around here who knows that kind of magic so that
Hmm.
Kelpie can get a better handle on it, but I don't know anybody who does.
Hmm. I mean, Mary had that disc, but that didn't. I mean, it did paralyze people, which I guess is quite similar to a siren song, but I don't know how talkative she is. Raya might know more about it, maybe, or have books. I might have some stuff littered around here, in all honesty. The person who used to own this place was a sort of magic professor type, like to study things a lot.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, I remember coming across this house I wasn't sure who it belonged to at all
yeah,
originally.
his name was Vanda Zephyrine. Um, if that rings any bells, you might have heard of his daughter, Angelica. Um, child used to make that wither.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, not
That's
a great thing.
not a happy tale, no.
Yeah, I found out recently, actually, that he made a deal with the Fae.
Ooh, we're back to the face stuff. Yeah, a lot's been going on in regards to the rings and everything.
Yeah, I don't know if you've been around it, but there is a circle behind my tower outside. Um,
I did see that. I was wondering where it came from.
I, my understanding, there's a couple of enchantments around this place that Evander left, and one of them was, I'm not sure if it was cloaking the tower and it was always there, or if it somehow sucked it into some sort of mini pocket realm temporarily. But I managed to bring it out, and Face Circle was just behind it from when I brought it over. So I think it was tied into that. So it's either always been there or um used to and it's back. I don't know anything about the Fae other than she's apparently friendlier than they typically are. But my understanding
Oh.
is Angelica went missing whilst flower picking. Evander, Briar, and Eliana and the rest of the townsfolk couldn't find her, so he turned to the Fae. And I'm guessing since Finley was experimenting on her, he probably took her to Inferna, and I don't think even the Fae would be able to find her there. It's sort of not their jurisdiction.
Yeah.
It's my running theory, at least. Not sure what the Fae wanted from him, but I know he left this place before the barrier was put up, so wherever he is, he's dealing with that, I guess.
Have you seen the one that's behind Anoki's barn?
Yes, I did actually. They showed it to me when I first visited the place. It was only from a distance, so I couldn't quite make out what it was at the time, but I did hear there's another one. And that Soren and Enoki made Rose destroy it, which I'm just remembering, and that is hilarious.
Yeah, I believe they deceived Rose into thinking that because it was on Anoki's land that the Fae wouldn't, like, get in the way if it was messed with, and I guess Anoki got Rose to believe that and break it.
Why would
No, I think
Enoki
that
do
that was
something
with
like that? What
Soren's
did
help.
Rose do
I
to
think
Enoki?
ugh, well, Rose has been doing a lot. Look, I remember, like, one of my first impressions was Rose trying to steal kitchenware from Anoki's house.
Yeah. Oh,
That's one of the
wait.
things I recall. There's been a lot going on, it's hard to remember it all.
I think I think Soren mentioned that Rose left cooked mutton outside of Enoki's.
There's also that I think
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that makes sense. Why? Yeah.
If I
Okay.
recall, I think it may have been that Rose tried to frame that as being Val's doing.
Because of the possession stuff.
Yeah.
I still don't know what's going on. I think I upset
I heard
Val.
about that. I still don't know much about that.
I found, well, Briar saw Val put Enoki into Mary's house when the disc was still there and Enoki couldn't move, so Briar gave me some earplugs and sent me in to go and save them. And then Val showed up at Enoki's farm after with Blackmire and no knowledge of what had happened. And last time
Ew.
I tried to ask Val about it, they got kind of upset with me. It was bad timing on my part.
I get that.
Yeah, we were just. It was when the construct thing and saw the campsite, and I was just in trying to figure everything out mode, and yeah, they got a little snappy with me. I sent them an apology letter, but I don't know if Cricket got it to them or not. I haven't heard
Yeah,
anything, at least, but I assume after Siren and now Soren, Val has probably just been holed up in the tavern. Um,
I yeah. I think she I hope they're doing all right.
yeah,
Um,
I just don't understand what is going on with them and all of that. I mean, the possession stuff. I mean, they have every reason to be upset and depressed right now, but I guess I'm just worried.
well, I guess aside from that, they've been working through trying to arrange a funeral for the old Hemlock. I'd
Oh,
encouraged them to do it since places still hold memory.
yeah,
So
that's definitely a good idea.
allow it to actually pass on instead of associating it with the stupid rabbit cooking and everything going wrong.
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea.
Yeah, I was not happy about that. We were all just
No.
hanging in the tavern when that all happened with the tournament, and then Rose just
Wait,
told me
she
to go see Val, and that was when
she
that happened.
told Val that she burnt down the original Helmlock after Soren was murdered?
Yeah,
I thought I had terrible timing asking about the possession like a week after Siren died. Like what is wrong with her?
I don't know, but I think it caused Val to go into an episode, and Rose just went to me to fix it, which I helped calm Val down, luckily.
Well, I'm glad about
Oh
that.
gosh.
I hope Val is okay, but my goodness. Rose is oh, I don't even know. I don't even have words to describe her. She is just ah.
From what I know of, Val was there trying to help when Rose nearly drowned, but I didn't really get to hear much from Val after that because Val was nowhere to be seen. And all I
Well,
knew was that suddenly Rose was at Briar's office and had a caller.
hmm,
So,
strange. Well, it was probably just a lot for Val. I don't know how Rose would have ended up at Briar's, but honestly, I wouldn't put it past them just to break in and pass out. I mean, they
That is
slept in my
also
home, so
possible. Yeah, it is. It is.
it's still weird circumstance though.
Hmm. But at least it's getting better. At least I hope.
Hopefully, you can only hope at the end of the day, I guess. But I guess small victories. The barrier isn't going to crush us, and Rose has a collar, so hopefully they might be a little bit nicer, or at least stay out of people's business and stop stalking them at threat of being electrocuted.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, I would say you should be good for now. Maybe
yeah,
sleep for a little bit before you throw yourself into cleaning out this place.
yeah. I will. I'll get myself some tea and try and relax as best I can. But yeah, I do really appreciate you visiting and talking with me. It's been a far more pleasant interaction than what I've had recently.
Recently? What happened?
Rose.
Is it or is it just the rose
Just
stuff? Okay, yeah.
Rose. Odessa did send me a letter, but other than that, yeah, haven't. Actually, I think, yeah, I think the last person I saw actually before Soren died was Soren. And then Rose. And now you. And that's about as many people as I've seen recently. So yeah, doing good. Oh, and Era the other day. But that was
Oh, you got to meet the doctor.
yeah, I passed out outside the clinic on my way home. She's how do I put it? I don't know if airheaded is the right
Interesting.
word. Yeah, I brought up why we were brought here, like just the general sense. And they
Yeah.
started holding their heads and mumbling to themselves and then acted like they didn't remember what I was talking about. Um, they did that, well, not a couple of times, but they had a couple of moments. They also said something about you don't want to make her upset, and I don't know who we were. We weren't talking about anyone.
Briar,
No,
maybe?
no. I mean,
I don't think
Briar
it
has apparently mixed feelings on Era. Sometimes nice, sometimes not. But yeah, I don't. We no, we were
hmm.
talking about Rose, and I was telling them about how what she did to Soren's books and about her just breaking into people's places before I knew she'd been in here and just warning them to be careful with the clinic and stuff because it seems like a place that Rose would try to break into. Um,
Yeah.
and I was like, just so you are aware, be careful of Rose. And they were like, Rose shouldn't break in here. Yada yada yada. Um, you don't want to make her angry or something like that. I was like, I don't know if she was talking about herself in third person or
That's interesting. It always comes
yeah.
back to that word.
I yeah, they seem nice and helpful, but I don't know, something's off. Um
At least it's not any more odd than the phenomenon with me and Khan doing our blood test a little bit ago.
yeah, she mentioned that. She just said that it happened, doctor patient confidentiality and all that, but what what is so interesting about that?
Half twins.
That that's a thing.
It is, apparently, but it's very rare. if not non-existent. So for me and Khan to be actually, let me preface this by saying that it was kind of just a bit like we actually grew close, but for the most part it was just us like just wanting to be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
we're brothers, ha ha ha," and then we
that
were going to have to admit that we weren't actually related, like a little harmless prank, but then no, we're
uh-huh.
told that we are actually related.
No, that
I
that
don't
makes
know.
sense. When I first met Con and they said you were brothers, it threw me like so much. And I was like, do you mean like brother as in like the slang term, or do you mean like actually related? And Con was like, sure. And I was like, that didn't answer my question.
That didn't even answer your question.
Yeah, it was yeah, very confusing. But that makes sense that it was a bit, but I guess that's cool that you are actually related. Um
I don't know how I feel being related to the guy who willingly jumped in front of a knife and then it bounced off of him like it was nothing and uses me for my intelligence, but you know what? Yeah,
I mean,
that's that
brains and brawn duo sounds pretty unstoppable.
yeah, he has 2 motorcycles now. I don't know what he's doing.
Yes, motorcycles?
Yeah, he has 2
Oh,
motorcycles.
that's awesome.
I think 2 of his familiars took them over, though.
That's that's very funny. I'm surprised the constructs didn't steal them, honestly.
I don't know, like,
I feel like
I don't
Spades
like
would steal a motorcycle.
I don't know how they got there. I don't know if Khan built them himself or had, like, one of the constructs make it, but
I mean, maybe I mean, he is a mechanic, so I wouldn't put it past him, but it's just getting the supplies, I guess.
yeah, but it's whatever. I don't know. At least it's better than the fact that he made that sandwich shop as a joke with a bunch of quote unquote prank sandwiches and it caused Anoki to buy one, not thinking about it, and I think got knocked out from eating the Creeper's Crush one.
Oh, oh dear. Good to know
Yeah, there
he's the one
was
who owns that place. I was wondering what that
yeah,
was.
I really I had to give him a stern talking to about not clarifying that they could like hurt. And he's like, "What are you talking about? There's a sign. We walked in, there's no sign." And while we're busy talking, he places a sign actively while we're speaking. And he's like, "Yeah, see a sign."
You know that's a very con thing to do.
It's a very con thing to do. Yeah, I know.
He's
It's
just
very
very
much like him.
go with the flow, it seems. I mean, he's treating this like a vacation.
Yeah, he's thriving. I don't know what brought him here. Honestly,
I could not
I'd wonder
imagine.
what, but I don't know anything.
Yeah, I mean, it honestly seems like everyone's reasons could be anything from, I don't know. It's the whole butterfly effect thing. Maybe someone had cereal for breakfast and it caused an explosion somehow. We don't know. Just a
What's the metaphor? It's like the butterfly effect, where like on one side of the world, a butterfly, something happens to it. On the other side of the world, a hurricane happens.
yeah, yeah. It's just any action can cause something disastrous, even if it seems harmless and simple. Um, it could lead to a string of events that are devastating or otherwise, and you never really know
Yeah,
until you
I
get
can
there.
imagine.
But yeah, I've probably kept you long enough. I'm sure you have a lot of things
Oh
to
well,
get on
I
with.
honestly don't mind being able to get out of my house for a bit and actually talk with people helps. I would say the same for you, possibly.
Yeah,
So if you need
yeah,
anybody here, I could always talk with others and send them your way as long as they let you know beforehand, I guess.
yeah. That might be nice. I don't mind people coming to visit whenever. Just
Not Rose. I will never
not.
say that to Rose.
Yeah. If I
Feel
have
like you've
my
had enough of
ways,
her for the time being.
I honestly I'm kind of worried of what will happen when I see her again. I'm
Like
not.
what you will do or what someone else will do or what Rose will do.
I'm not a violent person by nature, but I'm gonna be real. I've been pushed a little bit too far, and I'm running on a little bit too less of sleep. than what I could use.
That
Um,
is a good point.
I don't even given all of this, I don't have the intrinsic I know I said I was gonna skin her. I don't have the intrinsic urge
You don't
to
have
just
the
hurt her. I just if
yeah.
she gets in my face, I will.
Also, what's with like the silly little fragile bunny thing? Like, where's that coming from?
I don't I don't know. I think she's just trying to downplay like I think it's like how do you put it? It's like when I have a fear of porcelain dolls for
Oh,
complicated backstory reasons. We don't
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
talk
yeah.
about it.
I get it.
But
I get it.
dolls are such like a simple, cute little thing. It seems silly to have a fear of them, and I think that's kind of what
Yeah.
Rose is playing off of. They're a pink anthropomorphic rabbit that is causing strife, and that is
I
objectively
still
kind of
feel
funny.
I still feel like it's possible that she dyed her fur, but I'm not even gonna.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, how is that possible?
I I don't. I mean, I've personally never met a
A
bunny
pink
person,
rabbit?
just a person who is a bunny. Really, I've met people with bunny ears before, but not like full bunny.
Like
Um,
hybrids, but not like
yeah,
full on. Same
yeah,
thing with like Misty, because it's like you don't expect you would expect like a cat girl hybrid of some kind, but not like a full on
yeah.
anthropomorphic feline who actually
I
stands on their two hind feet.
didn't actually know she was a cat. That is interesting to
Oh,
know.
you
Okay.
haven't met her? Okay.
I haven't met Misty. I've heard of Misty. I know that I'm aware they are the librarian. I've not met them. I've also not met Ina. I know nothing about them other than where their
I
house is.
remember Ina from when we were first brought here, but I haven't
Yeah.
seen them since.
I saw this because you know those signs got left. I saw their sign. It was something about spider foxes. I've never heard of that creature in my life.
I think I remember maybe having come across that before. I've seen other people's signs, but I don't really pay them too much mind, not unless it's like
No.
relevant.
Yeah, it just yeah, never heard of that creature before, so it's stood out in my brain, I guess. Um,
If you've been to Soren's agency, have you seen those weird thornvale flowers that are just on
I
the ground, growing in places they
um
shouldn't be?
no, actually, I oh wait, no, I those blue ones that are like around town.
Yeah, those.
I I haven't been to the agency since I got back from Soren's home, but I did see them on my walk back from the gazebo in at town. Um
Yeah, they're like in all these different sporadic locations. I don't
yeah.
know why.
There was a bunch on the path as if it was following like foot trails or something, but
Oh, I
I
never thought about it that way. That's a good point.
I mean I guess it's more of an analogy, but it could be something. I don't you'd have to talk to um Odessa about that sort of thing, really.
Yeah,
Um
I was planning to.
yeah, I honestly have never seen that kind of flower before, but I mean the ones I saw were just all on the paths and none really over here. So I don't know, it felt weird
Yeah.
for flowers to be growing out of an area that people typically walk along, since they usually get trampled unless it sprouted up behind a person, but I guess maybe people have just been
Especially
avoiding it.
especially when the pathways are made of materials where flowers shouldn't be blooming from. But
Yeah, like they're just kind of everywhere, weren't they? Huh. It's definitely strange, but I guess there is a lot of weird magical things happening around this place all the time.
there
We,
definitely are because I went we were looking around trying to see what other places had these flowers, and we'd gone to Blackmeyer's place,
uh-huh.
and not related to the flowers, but it looked like the inside was torn apart,
Oh,
like some kind of monster or something got in. There were huge scratch marks on the walls. I don't know what it came from,
you
but
sure that wasn't just from Blackmire himself?
I thought about it, but I don't know enough about that whole situation Blackmire
I
has.
I don't really either, other than it's possession and likely something eldritch, and I mean, I haven't seen it, so I wouldn't really know. But claw marks is just making me think of the marks Briar had on her arm, and I'm not saying they're related. I'm just first thing that comes to mind, you know. Um,
It's possible, but if that's the case, I wonder what the heck kind of situation Blackmire's in to be dealing with
I
that.
I don't know. I know Soren had concerns about it, um, and Briar's aware of what's going on with Blackmire, so there was mention of an exorcism, but I know a lot of people weren't keen on that because it could hurt Blackmire. I if it's not a demon, I don't even know if an exorcism would really help either. But I'm
Yeah,
not too sure. I've only met Blackmire very few times, so I
I
don't
have
really
as
know.
well, but I think two of the times that I definitely remember the most is the fact that the two of the times I'd met up with him before, slash interacted with him, was him jump scaring me when I don't expect him to be there.
Oh no, I know. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. He seemed, I don't know. To quote Val, a bit of an asshole is
Yeah,
the
I
exact way she phrased it.
I never asked about it. I just knew that I'd heard about him helping Briar with a few things, though I don't know if that's out of I don't think that's out of nicety as much as it is just like wanting to keep things from getting worse,
He
considering what I heard about the corruption
he
from
seemed
Inferna.
to really dislike Briar from what I heard from him. Said he had more information than the rest of us, and that led him to see her as a bad person. Which I mean, Briar is a terrifying kind of creature, so I suppose I can understand, but I'm not really sure what he's doing, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it's just hmm.
Also, Rowan is yelling at us to hydrate and stretch.
Okay. I got apple juice.
I go, water.
Okay. But what else has happened? I think that may very well be everything. I mean, aside from me still having heard the construct or whatever it is moving around the place.
Right, I was gonna ask if anything new had come up with that. Last I heard, no one had seen it yet.
I haven't seen it either, but I have been hearing it around the place, though I don't know why. I don't know
Yeah,
if anybody's gotten any more information on why it's doing that.
Soren had a few theories, but I don't really know. All I heard was Black Mire and Con were targets. Um,
Oh.
Not sure what relates them. My main theory was a some kind of magical energy. Seeing as Black Mire, I heard it around him a lot, and he's a sorcerer, but I don't really know how Con would relate to that. I mean, I think Con knows some spells, but he seems more of a handy man kind of type than a spellcaster, so
Yeah, I remember what was it? I think it was like I remember we had a conversation before that he was interested in learning from someone about a particular kind of magic, though I can't really recall specifically what it's called or if it even has a name, but I just know that he was interested and he wanted to learn from somebody,
right.
and I guess that might be what he's practicing.
Maybe. Um yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna be real, my dad
Something.
was yapping at me, so I missed half of it.
No, you're good, you're good, you're good. Um, hmm. Just
It's just a mm, strange selection of people, and I'm not even sure if two of them are the only ones. I just know it was none of the new people, and Enoki was off the table, and at least in my mind, magic made the most sense. But yeah, it's kind of a difficult thing. But I
yeah.
guess if it's not been seen, then it's just kind of searching. But I've not heard it around here at all. At least not for a long time. So,
How long ago did you last hear it?
um, that the only time I heard it over here was that day I went to the tavern and met Soren for the first time. That's when I found out about the construct. That was very early into it showing up. Um,
Mm.
I don't believe I've heard it around here since. So whatever it's targeting is nothing to do with the magics around my house, or me, it seems. And I mean, I practice a pretty wide range of spells, so um, yeah.
Well, whatever it's looking for, considering how long we've been hearing it, I would guess that it hasn't found purchase yet.
Most likely, I just
Or it's stalking, but I don't know.
yeah, I I don't know. I just hope no one ends up getting hurt because of it. I don't know anything about this construct or the capabilities that it has, but I if it's designed to hunt things, I can only imagine.
In any case, I would say, considering it involves Khan and Blackmire for whatever reason,
Yeah.
considering what I know of the two of them, I would say hopefully maybe the two of them are strong and capable enough to be able to keep themselves safe to an extent.
Yeah, I mean, Con has abs of steel and Blackmire's Blackmire, so hopefully they'll be fine, so long as Blackmire isn't too wasted, maybe.
Yeah, the amount of times I remember seeing Blackmire just pick Soren up and throw him around with whatever that spell is. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no clue either, but he very much liked just throwing people with that.
At least Soren never got sick from it, I
Yeah,
think.
he enjoyed it, actually, which of course he did.
Of course,
Always a thrill
probably.
seeker, I suppose.
Yeah, I remember at some point after the tournament happened, I took down those joke posters that Rose had put up about Soren potentially being gay. I thought it
Oh,
was insensitive after what happened.
yeah,
Like, I
yeah, not
joked
the
about it, but after what happened, I didn't think it was a good joke anymore.
yeah, it was silly at the time, but yeah, kind of. It just goes back to the being a bit insensitive to the dead. Seems to be
Yeah,
Rose's kind of thing. Hmm.
not to just so that we don't have to constantly bring that thing up.
Yeah.
Um, I don't not that this is like me trying to pry, but I remember asking about the two of you before.
Me and um Soren.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about us?
Are you okay? Did I did I did we don't have to talk about it.
I
I just thought I'd
no
mention.
no I I don't really understand the question. I guess
Well, I mean, like in okay, well, you don't have to look at me like that when I'm asking, okay?
I'll go as judging you.
Um, Well, it's we were joking around before all the tournament stuff happened, obviously, but it was in relation to not necessarily, but kind of anyway, but it was about the posters that I'd taken down, but they were still up at the time. And
Uh-huh.
it was me asking about you and Soren, because at some point Spades mentioned the two of you hanging out a lot, and I asked just out of
Oh.
curiosity, because I didn't know if there was anything going on between the two of you, though Soren seemed pretty. Is everything okay?
No,
Did I?
yeah, no, there was that, that wasn't, um, we were just good friends. We hadn't really known each other all that long, really. We were just good friends. Yeah, just, um, sorry, I wasn't expecting that.
No,
I
it's
feel
all right. I just
embarrassed.
thought I'd ask, cause and don't worry, he was also embarrassed when I brought it up. He seemed pretty quick to deny it, though it felt like it was in the sense
Yeah,
that he didn't want to give an answer at all. But
yeah, no, we just friends who had a lot in common and hung out. Um,
your
sort of it.
reaction makes me believe that there might have been more.
No, I mean,
That was bad. That took you a long time to say.
I nothing that we talked about really. Um,
Well, okay. Well, now
we
you're pacing, and I feel bad. Is
um,
everything okay?
no, yeah, everything is okay. Yeah, no, everything's fine.
Okay.
I just I'm just feeling a bit
Has no one ever posed that question to you before? Honestly, I would have thought that maybe somebody would have asked with how often I've heard that you two were usually together a lot.
I I mean, Elwin assumed we were on a date at some point, but
Oh, well, there you go. Good to know I'm not
yeah,
the only one.
um, we would we just hanging out together, and um,
Mhm.
I I don't think there was anything more to it. Really, I don't see why he would. Um, yeah, um,
Well, I mean, from what it sounds to me, it seemed like it was or well, in this case, you were special enough as is. Is this should I stop? It's
I'm
just
not used to people calling me special.
Oh, well, I mean, you are.
Okay, thank you.
I
I'm
just
not. People don't say nice things about me often. People don't say a lot about me
Okay,
usually.
well, Rose doesn't get to count because it's Rose, but I don't know if
I
anybody
mean,
else has said anything rude to you
no,
at all.
it's not a thing of people being rude to me. It's just a thing of people not acknowledging me. Really, I didn't really have any friends before I got here, and um, yeah, it's nice to hear that people think well of me. That's nice. I'm just not used to it. Um,
Well, I definitely say Briar definitely does. I mean, Briar definitely did not seem happy when I had to let
yeah,
her know that, from what I could tell, that Rose was messing with you, so
yeah. Briar's nice. Briar's my friend, or at least I think we're friends.
it's
I
complicated with her.
it's yeah, it's complicated, but Briar likes me. I think I don't understand why because I don't feel like I'm very useful to them, but they're nice to me, and that's what's important. Um, yeah, um, um, but yeah, I'm just not used to it.
All right. No, it's all right. I didn't know that before, but it's
No,
good to know
that's
now.
yeah, um, yeah. Sorry.
It makes a lot more sense as to why Rose is being an asshole to you, but
Yeah, I think she just saw me as a easy target because I can be um a bit shy. Um,
which is just cruel.
yeah.
But it's fine. I'm sure she'll get comeuppance eventually.
Hopefully, um, I mean, yeah, she deserves also ever coming at this point, honestly. But yeah. Um, is it hot in here or uh
Thinking about Soren? Sorry.
Mm, he's just it, he was just my friend, okay?
Well, I mean, it's okay to admit it.
He was my friend, and he's gone now, so there's no point really thinking about that stuff anyway.
Well, if I'm to be honest, the whole thing with this whole system and the whole thing with losing lives and it taking a while for people to come back, I would say we don't really know anything for sure yet. Rose may be banking on Soren being gone forever, but I wouldn't put all my money on that. We just have to wait a little while. It's a lot, and it has already been, but I I feel it in my gut.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned I've not wanted to see Briar because I can't imagine a world where Briar would lie about something like this, but I also don't want to see them and get confirmation that it was false. I don't know if I could really handle that. And maybe there's just exceptions if it is real, but we don't know what those are, and two people haven't come back. And I guess I'm just not very hopeful at this point. Um,
I get it.
I just hope people don't throw away their lives to test that theory anymore, or try and perform a spell after it's already failed and then bleed themselves to death, because who does that?
Yeah. I feel like if anything, considering what's happened before in the past, it was what? I mean, it was when it came to Siren, it was Val who had confirmed that Siren was gone permanently.
Yeah,
But I feel like if anything, there's still a chance. I would say that Siren's situation was and still is different, considering it was in regards to magic and her just overall being irresponsible with
and
how she went about doing it.
demons and their stuff with souls probably would have thrown a wrench into whatever system is in place as well.
But compared to Soren, I would say, if anything, it might just be taking a while because, well, Soren did go out in quite an extreme way.
There's
The body may just be trying to recover still.
there's something. I wonder if there's something of spades. Maybe I don't.
It's possible.
I don't really know much, but they mentioned something about them in the ruined books I couldn't really make out. I don't know. I just
Yeah.
yeah. It's just all a lot to think about. It's kind of all I've been thinking about.
Considering the conversations I remember having with Soren in the past, if and when Soren is to come back and be around and kicking, I don't know, he seemed to. Well, we've already talked about this. He wanted you to forget about him.
Mm-hmm.
So if he were to be back, like, would you still want to see him normally, like you guys did before?
Of course, I'd want to see him. I I'd give anything to see him again.
Well, don't go saying those words. I think he'd be very concerned if you said that.
I just he meant a lot to me, and it really sucked that I didn't even get to say goodbye or do anything about it. He didn't even tell me about Siren and the fact they hadn't come back. Didn't want me to worry, I guess, but
Well, with the kind of person that we've learned that Soren is, he likes being difficult when it comes to that sort of thing.
he's stubborn, but he has, I don't think I'd say good reasons, but I guess he justifies things with trying to make it hurt less for people, even if that's not really how that works.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd be happy to see you too.
I hope. Um,
I'd say that's
sorry.
definitely the sign that you should go rest.
Yeah, probably. Um, yeah, I should do that. Um,
I'll leave you to it.
yeah, thank you for stopping by again. I do
Yeah, it's no
really
problem.
appreciate it. You're very nice, Silas.
That's what I aim to do, and be put the right foot forward and everything. I'll let
Yeah,
you rest. I'm happy to have helped. I'll let you know if anything with Rose changes, so you don't have to worry
yeah,
about them messing with you.
yeah.
So,
Thank you.
if I get the chance, have I'll have Cricket send letters whenever I get the chance.
Yeah, that would be great. And feel free to stop by whenever, or if you need anything or help with stuff, let me know. I'd be happy to lend a hand. You have a lot of your plate, I can see.
Well, when am I ever not? But it's worth it,
Yeah, well, I'd be happy to handle some of the burden if you ever need. But
and I'd
yeah,
appreciate it.
I'll
I'll let
see
you
you later.
rest.
Thank you.
Sleep well. Take care of yourself. I don't. I had to keep telling Soren that. You better do that as well.
I will. Bye bye.
Bye.
For as wary as I was of Silas after all that angel stuff, I can see why Briar likes him. Okay, I still have that tea. You know what? Get some lavender instead, and I'll rest. And I'll sort out those bed sheets and clean the rest of this place. And then I can think about that article. I miss you. Yippee! Woohoo! Yippee! Laura's done. Yay! For anyone who watched the last stream and was wondering where yesterday's stream went, um, we had the mod pack update yesterday, and it took about 4 hours. And by the time we finished, we'd already passed the time me and Simon were meant to start. Um, and we just decided to move it to today because it was easier. So that's what happened to that. But I hope you all enjoyed. This is very, very fun. I love Simon. We've been hanging out a lot, and I was so excited to do this stream today. Friends bonding and having fun. And if you haven't seen Taz Tazomi stream from yesterday, I highly recommend it because you get to see Rose almost drown and then get shocked, and it's kind of funny. Um, I have to go and put my bins out, and it is also kind of late, so I will probably just be ending stream here. I am going to pull up Simon's stuff and see if they are still live because I do believe Simon, even if they end soon, I know they have other stuff going on today. Like they said, they have stuff with Dragon. And then there might be some more stuff going on with Rose today, that evil Banani. And it's going to be very, very fun. Actually, seems like they're talking to Con right now, which is Magix's character, who we very much love. But yeah, that's probably going to be the end for me today. On Wednesday, I have some more lore, and then I'm also going to have lore on Thursday. So we're getting some back-to-back stuff. We might do something casual on the weekend, just like playing with the new mods. Most of them are just furniture, but there is occultism now, which I'm very excited about. And I've never played with that mod before, so we might do something with that this weekend if I don't get impatient and play with it before then. Um, but yeah, that's kind of the schedule going on for this week if I can manage all of it. Um, yeah. But with that, I think we're just going to go into a raid. Also, thank you for the raid earlier. I know I interrupted to say thank you, but if you guys are still here, I hope you enjoyed the lore. I am gonna get to writing up those catch-ups and Jasper's journal entries probably tomorrow since I don't have anything on tomorrow. Um, so hopefully those will all be up to date soon. Because it looks like I'm gonna be getting into longer lore streams going forward after like the hour-long ones I've been doing recently. Um, so yeah. Let me pull up Simon's thing and we'll send you on a raid to go and check them out. I love Simon. Simon is awesome. And you better follow them and be cool, be nice, be awesome. Um, yeah, they're just vibing with their half twin, which I don't know if that's a real medical thing. But it's happening apparently. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed today. I will see you on Wednesday, and it'll be so fun. Um, Fitzbergen said you weren't following. How dare it? How dare it? Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.